Guys, I pretended to be a naive customer and I went into the Ambo store and I discovered 3 shocking facts. Holy crap, guys. This is such a juicy video. These 3 shocking facts, they're gonna blow your socks off, guys. Okay? But first, I want to let you know about the sponsor of this video, Devstream, ticker symbol DEVS. They are a carbon credit trading company, essentially. And what they do is they acquire carbon credits, the same thing that makes Tesla profitable. Now, Tesla, they have a lot of these credits. They sell them to other companies that need to meet the carbon credit criteria, and of course they get a lot of money for that process. And this company, Devstream, does something very similar. They acquire credits and they sell them. And of course, they also help other smaller companies and businesses gain credits. And of course, they will then sell it and earn a profit. And they have many, many different streams of sources where they get these carbon credits from. For example, they're getting it from EV chargers in the US. They have signed a couple of these and they're getting credits from them and they're able to sell it. And they're getting credits from some manufacturing plants, and they're also getting credits globally from other countries, different renewable projects in different countries, and they're able to get these carbon credits and they're able to sell it to whoever needs them. And of course, this is, with Tesla, highly profitable and of course, very, very low operating cost. Currently, they have over 3.7 million credits in their portfolio from various renewable projects, and they also just acquired a 50% stake in the Monroe project, which will generate them even more credits going into the future. And this is a fantastic company listed on Nasdaq, and you guys can check it out. DEVS, Devstream. Right now, the stock price is trading at a very discounted price of 30 cents a share. And I wanted to take some time to explain this little gap down from $10 down. It was because they did a SPAC merger, and before the SPAC was trading at $10+, and then this company only became public in November of last year. So I would definitely add them to your watch list so you can pay attention to these guys, see what they're up to, and of course, in the future, as we progress and move towards renewable energies, carbon credits are going to become even more important. These are the things that made Tesla profitable, okay? Let's not forget about that. And Devstream is the only company that is solely based on carbon credits and carbon credit trading, essentially, acquiring them and selling them. And they have a lot of other projects as well, lots of sustainable projects where they're able to generate these carbon credits and sell them. And, lots of companies need them. All right, because lots of companies like Ford and all these other companies, they need these carbon credits to remain carbon neutral, basically, and they will be forced to buy these carbon credits, okay, from companies like Tesla, from companies like Devstream. So that's what this company is all about, and I would definitely go add them to your watch list. Keep an eye out on this company. Very, very discounted stock price, 30 cents a share. Yeah, keep an eye out on this guy because they might make some big moves in the future. Yeah, huge opportunity, guys. Okay, just letting you guys know. All right, add them to your watch list. Okay, so what were the 3 shocking things that I discovered? So right when I went into the store, I confronted them about the 12 core technologies from that advertisement. I said, hey, I saw this advertisement in the elevator. It says you guys use 12 of NIO's core technologies. What were those 12 core technologies? I'm quite interested in it. And, I was really worried that, who's going to be able to understand this 12 core technologies? Right? From an outsider perspective, do you know what those 12 core technologies are? No, right? Nobody knows. So does the sales rep know? And of course, my worst fears were confirmed. The sales rep doesn't know all 12 either. He said like maybe 5. Oh, we use the same software, battery tech, and then also autonomous driving tech, the seat comfort tech, and and in essence, that's the core technologies. That's what it was all about. But he only listed like 5. So clearly, that advertising serves no purpose. All right, you're not telling people what those 12 core technologies are. But more importantly, I confronted the sales rep and I told him, hey, I've looked you guys up online and I've heard like there's lots of stuff about you guys online saying about the CEO and 20,000 sales and stuff like that. And this is where it gets really, really shocking. And he said, yes, early expectations were really, really high. And this was kind of their mistake, that they kind of overhyped things. And then he said, to achieve 20,000 monthly sales on one single vehicle, only pretty much Tesla can do it and BYD can do it. Okay? And for them, 4,000 to 6,000 per month is actually very, very good for the Ambo 60.
预期有点高了，因为最开始上市的时候预期单月能卖2万，但是现在咱说呀，哪个品牌单个车型能卖2万的？那除了那个特斯拉跟那个比亚迪的某款车型能过。
So that's pretty shocking. 4,000 to 6,000 is considered good. Okay, I wouldn't disagree with him, but if that's considered good, then what does bad look like? Okay, so it's becoming very apparent that it is impossible for Envo to reach 20,000 deliveries this month. Okay, and he's made that very clear in his wording when he said it's pretty much impossible. Very, very apparent. And it seems like, for now, going forward, the Envo L60 will probably just maintain 4,000 to 6,000 sales per month. And that's very good. Okay? That's very good. Good would mean lower than that, which we don't want to see what that is. And bad would be much lower than that, which we don't want to see what that is. Okay? So let's stick with very good and maybe hopefully get to excellent. Okay? So that's also something I really learned. Number 2. Number 3, the whole time I was talking with him, okay, he kept on saying, this is basically a NIO. This is basically a NIO. And especially after I asked him about the 12 core technologies. And you can clearly tell from that ad, 12 core technologies from NIO, they're trying to give you the impression this is NIO. All right, and the sales rep also just said it straight up. This is a NIO car. It's NIO factory. Everything is pretty much NIO, but it's not. It's an Ambo car. And I asked him, like, well, what are the differences? That kind of stuff. And he listed some differences between NIO and Ambo. So, and it's very clear and very apparent that they want people to think this is a NIO. Okay, and even the sales rep themselves, but it's not a NIO. Like, if you're trying so hard to make it seem like a NIO, why not just name it a NIO, right? Right? That's a really concerning thing. This sort of confirms the fact that there probably wasn't that necessary for them to create a sub-brand, right? They could have just sold it as a NIO ES3, maybe, right? NIO ES3 at that price point, and not have to have its own individual team, not have to have its own individual stores, own individual sales rep. That's all extra cost. And at the same time, you're trying to lean towards NIO's prestigious brand value, but then you're not a NIO, right? It's very, very frustrating. So, at the end of the day, I can tell, the sales reps were very professional, okay? They knew lots of information about the car. I asked them once again, what about the fridge? I heard there's a fridge. I want to see the fridge. No fridge in the store. They can't show it to you. And, yeah, it is what it is, guys. So, to quickly recap about the 3 shocking things. First of all, 46,000 sales for Ambo per month is very good. Okay. Number 2, the 12 core technologies on the poster, that the advertisement that they say, hey, Ambo uses 12 core technologies. Even the sales reps can't recite all 12 core technologies. Okay. So don't expect a regular person to be able to know what that fully means. All right, there holds no value, that phrase, 12 core technologies. What are they? And then number 3, of course, they really want to be a NIO at the whole time. They just said this is a NIO car.
咱这车就是未来的车，
啊，
这就是未来的车，
就是未来的车。
对，所有的技术都是未来的。
But it's not a NIO car. And I asked him, hey, where's the NIO store? Well, I know where the NIO store was, but I asked him, hey, where's the NIO store? I'm going to go check them out. And he was noticeably a little bit upset, okay, because, NIO is the more prestigious brand. And they want to be NIO, but they're not. It's very, very frustrating. Yeah, but that's what I learned trying to be a customer. Quite shocking. So get used to 4,000 to 6,000 sales per month. Yeah. They said they got to be more humble next time. Yeah. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.